It is paramount in the mastery of the fist that I remain fully aware of the structure of the human anatomy. Sparring, basic cardiovascular fitness training, striking and punching bags. The ways of improving one's bodies are truly numerous. However, one must spend a significant amount of time before a desk, pen in hand, to truly grasp what constitutes the mastery of the fist. Have you ever experienced fatigue so extreme that each step feels as though you are wading through a quagmire? Yet in that exhaustion, my mind is cleared like the reflected surface of a freshly minted coin. I grow rather joyous on such occasions. To gaze upon the blueprint of a human body in solitude is to train my brain as one does body, to fortify the threads of my mind as one does the threads of muscle culture. I imagine the human anatomy in equivalence to an architecture. In the Association Library's knowledge repository, those countless bundles of paper, I have found most interesting the subject of architecture. Considering that the young child lifted from a terrible fate by the Association found the sections under architecture and human anatomy most interesting as he perused from A row to H row of the library. It would be no hyperbole to say that these two subjects have much in common. Sheer wall structures, trusses designed, flat slab construction. I soon came to understand that as I took notes on these words, too electrifying to even vocalize, each and every one of these techniques was an outcome of an extended meditation on the pursuit of utmost stability. However, after a long contemplation of such designs, I have also come to understand that even the most robust of architectures have load-bearing walls that will crumble the entire construction should they be properly damaged. I find the study of such vulnerabilities quite intriguing. If one were to ask me why ever, then I may answer that such study permits one to demolish and reconstruct defective construction with a newly invented structure closer to perfection, to tear down the architecture with ease once its flaws have been identified and eliminated. Such ideation came to me in the wake of my adulthood, as I began undertaking tasks for the association. It is around that time when I reached the H section of the library. I began to muse that perhaps flawed structures are ambling about in the name of human anatomy. I had a sudden thought that I wished to correct these flaws, not only by the association's orders, but compelled by my nature as a researcher. Indeed, the human anatomy, though it may initially appear rather consistent across every individual, transfigurates into different structures as the body grows. Certain structures grow to be increasingly unstable in their physical blueprints, yet are reinforced by the cement and steel frame of a powerful mind that allows them to stand steadfast. Whereas certain other structures have firm physical balance, yet have built themselves an incredibly flawed internal design. The more flawed a structure is, the more obvious their vulnerabilities become. With my research, I may demolish them with a mighty and precise strike so that they may be rebuilt to a proper shape. Thus completed is the mastery of the fist. The mastery of an art that, instead of the polymorphous fickleness of the keys that unnecessarily destroys the outer layer, strikes at the core of the structure. Indubitably, that is why I, structure myself, have selected these fists as my passion.